What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to talk about Black Ops 7. There's hundreds of camos that you're going to be able to unlock, which have been officially confirmed by devs. And today we're going to break down all the different types of ways you can get camos, what some of the camos look like that we know of, and everything else that you need to know about it. So if you do find the video informative or helpful at any point, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. There's going to be a total of 30 different weapons that you can complete mastery camos for, so most likely all the challenges are going to be associated with these 30 weapons. Now, if they add some in the future, say like Season 1, Season 2, that means that it's still going to stay at 30, but you can now pick and choose the weapons that you want to do. For example, if they introduce a new assault rifle in Season 1 that's much easier than one of the assault rifles we had at launch, then you can actually do that and focus on that one instead and still be able to complete the whole mastery camo grind. Quick word from our sponsor, Mitch Cactus. It's a store that can get you the most exclusive operators, help you unlock the Black Ops 6 mastery camos such as Dark Matter, Abyss, and Nebula. And if you want to hit Master Prestige even faster, they can also help you out with that. They don't use unlock tools or mods, so you know it's 100% legitimate, and they have over 10,000 verified reviews on Trustpilot. You can use code TRIDZO for a 5% discount. The link will be down in the description. So the first thing is the Camo Hub is officially going to be back at launch with Black Ops 7. This was something that was introduced later in the life cycle of Black Ops 6, and by then, most people had already unlocked their mastery camos, so it really wasn't that big of a help. But this time, with it being available at launch, you're going to be able to track your camo progress. Say you're working on 2 weapons at the same time, or maybe you just lose track of what challenge you were doing. The Camo Hub will be there to help you out with that. So I like the fact that they're actually going to be introducing it at launch when most people are going to be grinding out these types of mastery camos. Now, speaking of mastery camos, there's going to be a total of 16 for the very first time ever in Call of Duty that you're going to be able to unlock. That means that there's going to be a total of 4 you can get in multiplayer, which is going to follow that same pattern where you're able to get gold, then platinum, then diamond, and then like dark matter or something along those lines. The only information we know about that is one of the camos is called Shattered Gold. According to Bradders, he said that it looks like the Easter egg blueprint that you were able to unlock during Warzone, but except that in gold. So it looks like that's the theme they're sort of following with this. And then there's the other stuff that's going to be coming in, which we have no idea what it looks like or what it's going to be called, but it's probably going to follow the same pattern. Then after that, Zombies is also going to get its own set of mastery camos that you're able to unlock. And then it's going to follow that same pattern system for different mastery camos you can get in that mode. And then the next mode is going to be Warzone. That one doesn't go live until Season 1 of Black Ops 7, and that's when you're able to follow the typical Warzone mastery challenges and camo rewards that you're able to get from that. And then for the first time ever, Campaign is also going to be getting mastery camo challenges. We don't know what type of challenges they're going to be, but I'm guessing it's going to involve endgame. Very similar to, say, for example, how Modern Warfare Zombies was, to where it was like open world and you had to go out there and complete challenges and do unique things in order to get yourself those zombie camos. You're going to be able to do the same thing with the end game mode. Customize your loadout. You want to, say, level up the Peacekeeper and get the mastery camos for that. You can work on that, and then so on and so forth for the other weapons. So those are the mastery camos that are typical in every Call of Duty title. Now, the second way that you can get yourself camo actually comes in from the weapon prestige camo system. This one takes some, I guess, inspiration from past Call of Duty titles and then mixes them together. During the direct, we actually got to see one of the images, like a concept of the menu for prestiging. So it looks like the page to when you want to prestige your weapon and unlock this camo. It looks like here, it said the Krig, but I don't think that's going to be available at launch, so just like a concept art image. But the camo could be one of the camos that you're able to unlock potentially from this, and just looking at the style, so like a tiger type of camo that they got going on here. But other than that, let's explain how this system works and how it rewards you with camos. So say, for example, you have the Peacekeeper. You want to level this up. You get to level 50, then you unlock all the attachments, all the stuff, and then it gives you the option to enter Prestige. Now, if you choose yes, it's going to reset the level back to 1 from 55, but it's also going to lock all the attachments that you've unlocked so far. Now, the first time that you do this, you will unlock a Prestige attachment, which is most likely going to be a mod that we saw in, say, like BO4, where it changes the weapon, and it could be pretty overpowered to just sort of give you a benefit and make it to where it's like a meta and much better than using the regular default version. And then the second reward is also going to be a camo. Now, the camo is going to be unique to that weapon, so the Peacekeeper will have its own camo that you wouldn't be able to unlock from any other gun, but once you unlock it, it's actually universal, so you can take that camo and then put it on the M8 or the DSR or any other weapon that you have, but you just have to unlock it through the Peacekeeper. Now, I'm guessing it's probably not going to be that crazy. It might just be like a typical standard regular camo. Nothing too crazy with that because there's actually a second prestige you can hit. So once you enter that prestige and then you level up another 50 levels, you have the option to enter prestige again. Now, if you do that, this time around, you will unlock a weapon charm and you will then unlock another camo. So that is a second camo that you get for this weapon. Now, the camo completely different once again, and it's also going to be unique to that weapon, but universal and available to put on any other weapon. And then if you decide to prestige again, you will now be able to reach level 250 instead of level 55. Now, if you grind your way all the way to level 250, you will unlock a brand new camo reward. And I'm not gonna lie, for a grind this hard, I'm expecting the camo to be really, really good. Like, I'm thinking maybe it's gonna be animated, maybe it's gonna be something that will look really good, like say like the MW3 sort of animated prestige camos that we ended up getting in the past before. So something along those lines. That's what I'm actually hoping for. And you can do this with all 30 weapons. So each weapon, just from the prestige camos alone, can get you 3 times the 30 weapons we have total. That is 90 different camos that you can unlock just from the prestiging system. Now, it actually goes even further than this because there's now going to be other ways that you can get even more camos on top of masteries and weapon prestiges, and that's going to be through seasonal and weekly challenges. If you guys recall, we ended up having weekly challenges with Modern Warfare 3, which basically would give you different challenges. Say you had like 7 challenges that you can complete. You complete 5 out of the 7, and that will complete week 1. Then you go on to week 2, and then at the end of the season, which is usually around week 8, there would be a reward, and that would be a camo, typically animated, that you would be able to unlock from completing the entire thing. It looks like they're going to be reintroducing that back into the game so you can get camos that way. These obviously aren't affiliated with certain weapons. It's just regular weekly challenges that you have to complete, and they're completely random depending on what you want to do, but they usually have these challenges available for every mode. So whatever mode you play, you're still able to knock these out, and then once you complete everything, you get that camo. And then on top of that, there's also going to be events that we have. So every single time in like MW3, almost every other event would reward us with a mastery camo. Sometimes they were animated, other times they were not, but they were very generous with the amount of camos that they gave us. And it looks like Treyarch is going to be following that same pattern because they're going to be able to give you those types of weapon camos as well. And in regards to the progression system, Treyarch even posted this. They said 6 mastery camos, weapon prestige with unique attachment and camos, weapon prestige master with 250 levels, level 1000 prestige grind, which may involve some camos in it as well, weekly challenges post-launch, and then more ways to earn camos than ever before. So that means that there's probably going to be a minimum of a couple hundred camos on the first day at launch that you're going to be able to grind for and work towards. Now, this could be completely overwhelming for some of you guys, but I feel like that's a good thing. Overwhelmingly positive compared to BO6, to where I believe like most people ended up grinding out the mastery camos when they were first available, and then after completing that, maybe like say a month after launch, is when the game sort of started getting stale because these challenges weren't available anymore, and then that's what sort of caused people to stop playing, in my opinion. But if the grind is as much as we're seeing right here with Black Ops 7 and the game is truly enjoyable, this could be a really, really big thing for Black Ops 7. And I believe that they're giving us, or they're going to give us, the post-launch support that we saw with Modern Warfare 3, because this is going to be Treyarch's last title, last Black Ops game for a couple of years. So that means they're probably going to go out with a bang and bring as much as they possibly could before they have to move on, and then we jump into MW4 and all of that stuff. What are your thoughts and opinions on this? Are you guys excited? Do you believe that there will be a lot of replayability with Black Ops 7? And do you think these are enough challenges to keep you occupied for months and months after the game releases? But I'm super excited because they're going to be revealing these camos very soon in upcoming blogs. We're going to get an idea and a look at what's to come. So I'll keep you guys updated as we get more information on it. But that's it for this video. Thank you guys for tuning in, and hopefully I'll be seeing you guys back on the channel again. Peace.